Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back to the channel, Stevie Wonder Woman. I am said Stevie. Got a review of a couple of knives that I've had for. Let me back up for just a quick moment and set it up. Last night I was actually watching Z-Man's EDC video on the half a dozen or so Twosuns that he had in for review. And it made me remember a little over a month ago, before I even started the channel, I was on LeftyLive with Kevin and Bang, Jerad Neeve of Neeve's Knives. Ever heard of him? And Twosun got brought up, and I mentioned that I had never handled Twosun knives before. And that cool ass dude said, "Hey man, I'll send you a couple to check out." And so specifically, he sent me the the Twosun TS. Hold on, I knew I'd forget the TS 129 and the TS 267. Man, numbers. I don't remember numbers. I gotta have a name. I look like an old man. I'm wearing different glasses. The other ones are... These are my backups. And it makes me feel like an old man, an old lady with these things. Anyway, before I get rambling too far on, beverage check. Shout out to Satisfaction. I got myself a ginger ale from Bedford's. Bedford's is made in Port Angeles, Washington. Port Angeles, Washington. I've had this plenty of times. It's a really good ginger ale. If that's the kind of thing you're into, it's good. If you can get it, check it out. Anywho, used my Lynch Northwest All Access Pass to pop the top on that. So anyway, back to the Twosuns. Jerad lent me these in, and I've just been a little distracted, and I need to get these back to him. So I figured now is a good time to talk about them, and so I can return them to their rightful owner. I have carried these both, not a ton, but they have been carried, both of these. Let's start with the TS267. So, if you're not familiar with Twosun, I'm not really familiar with Twosun. I see people talk about them. I know that they are kind of known for having higher quality materials at a budget price. They are a Chinese company, but the fit and finish and the action on these things are great. Again, the TS267, this is this a bolster lock? I'm going to guess that this is a bolster lock, titanium bolster lock with carbon fiber on that. If you can see, let me turn on my light like I always forget to do. You can see the carbon fiber on there is done fairly well. It's got a milled titanium pocket clip on it with a nice... It's kind of cut out to accommodate the pocket clip, which I really like. The tension on this is really good. This went in and out of pocket very, very, very well. Aesthetically, it's not something that I am drawn to. I think if it didn't have that cutout in there... You can see the cutout in there. That's kind of weird. I don't know what they're going for with that, but it's not really my jam. It doesn't really tickle my fancy. But other than that, this knife is really good. This is a front flipper and a finger hold to point only. So from the finger flick, fires straight out. And look at that blade. That's an M390. Hold on, that's not true. This is a 14C28N blade. Okay, so I don't know the price of this knife. I didn't look at it. So it's definitely more of a budget steel. So I gotta assume that this is more of, I guess, their budget end. But again, titanium and carbon fiber, milled titanium pocket clip. I should have checked the price on this. I didn't. But the blade is really nice. Is this? I am thinking this is kind of like a clip point. You can see the different compound grinds. Am I learning my lingo here? The different grinds that it's got in there. It doesn't have a crown spine, but yeah, it's got a little bit of jimping on there. And again, I think that that's for... Well, we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about the action. So we talked about the action. The detent on it was pretty snappy to fire out on the finger. Now, when it comes to drop, boom. It's more of a slightly shake shutter, but it just drops. And I haven't taken this apart. I haven't cleaned it. I don't know really how well maintained it was before Jerad sent it off to me, but the action's great on it. Back to the jimping that you see on there. That is for the front flipper, and the front flipper is great. It's the protruding tab for that does stick out past the end of the knife. Doesn't really affect the carry too much when it's in pocket. But because of that, you got that big old nub on there with the jimping, and if you're into front flippers, this thing is extremely easy to deploy. No learning curve on it for me. I'm not the best front flipper. Case in point, my Roxy 3 that I just got. I've learned it a little bit, but it wasn't as natural for me as with a lot of front flippers. This, on the other hand, and then I go and fuck it up. Go figure. But no, it's a great front flipper. So, the TS269, I didn't really put this to task so much. The blade it's sharp-ish. I wasn't ill-prepared to do a cut test, but I got some printer paper right here. So obviously Jerad Neeve keeps extremely sharp knives, so I'm not... It's not bad. I think that this is a knife I probably would not purchase, personally, but I like it. And I can just this is the first one that I started messing with of the two. And it was a great first impression for Twosun. I mean, the fit and finish on this is great. You can see the pivot there is nice. It doesn't seem like it's captured. Maybe there's some grooves in there. But then it's got that nice kind of tri-wing pattern on... there, it focused. It's kind of got that tri-wing pattern going on. I'm going to guess that this is all T6, but my desk is a mess and I can't find my bits. So, well, here is a T8. The T8 doesn't fit the body screws. T8 fits the pivot. So, T6 hardware, T8 pivot. Again, overall, not a bad knife. I dig it. It's just not something I would probably purchase for myself. Twosun TS267. Now, the TS129. That's a little bit of a different story. So, we have a carbon fiber show scale with a titanium lock scale. And I already have tried this. My camera is not going to... There, maybe a little bit. There's some really fine, detailed milling in this that it's just ever so slight. You can kind of see it there. But this is a very aesthetically pleasing knife to me, and I think it's done really well. It does have a milled titanium pocket clip as well. This carried really nice. Went in and out of pocket just fine. Definitely a difference between the carbon fibers on these. If you can see that one versus that one. If I had to pick one of the carbon fibers, I'd pick the 267. But again, that's not bad at all. It's got the same pivot as they both have the same style pivots on there, so that must be a Twosun thing, maybe. Um, so the tri-wing style pivot there. This one is all T8 body screws. I did check on that. T8 on all the hardware there, so that's nice. I always like. Everybody hates T6 for rightful reasons. So anytime a knife has all T8, that's a plus. Again, another finger flick only and front flipper. No, this is a non-traditional flipper. So, now, again, I really like the looks of this knife. Just based on looks alone, this is something I would be drawn to. So, naturally, I was. Let's talk to D-tint on this one. It's a little on the lighter side, but it fires out every single time, regardless of where I'm at within. What I think is a very nicely shaped finger hole. It's kind of a pear shape on that keyhole-ish, but the edges of it are all knocked down really nice, kind of chamfered in there. So your finger fits in there really nice, which is, again, a plus. Flies right out every time. It's kind of got that sheep footy type-ish blade on it. That's a satin finish. No real grind lines or anything. I'm not a fan of satin, unless they're going to have some crazy grind lines like some of the Riots do. Because it's just a fingerprint magnet, really. Which, oh well, I wipe my knives down anyway. But, again, nice looking knife, right? This one is, however, M390. It's got a steel marking on there. And then, I don't know what the maker's mark... There's like a maker's mark on there. Can you see that? On the blade? Right next to the finger hole? I don't know what that is. It looks familiar, but I can't make it out. So someone let me know in the comments. And then it's got the Twosun logo on the front. The action, again, it falls right to the nail, and then just a little shake home. I think that I did not take either of these apart and try to tune them. It feels like this could be a little on the dirty side for sure. So I don't know if that would help the action, but the action as is, again, just a little shaky shake, and it's closed. Front flipper on this, also very not as snappy as the other one, but good. Not my favorite, but good. I missed it again. Again, I'm getting into front flippers for, I guess, the last couple of knives I've done. I don't have the Royale with cheese sitting next to me. The Kubi Royale with cheese is a great front flipper. I really like that one. This one, again, decent. Not my favorite. That being said, this is a knife that I would buy. In fact, I think these are going... I don't think they're very much. Like 150, I think I've seen them. They pop up on the... wet my whistle again. They pop up on the secondary quite often. I think I recently saw one on the self-proclaimed juggernaut, Corey Frost. If you are in any of the knife buy-sell trade groups on Facebook, which I'm quite active in a lot of those, always playing the secondary, you know who Corey Frost is. That dude has, like, the Sunday evening 80 different knives for sale. So if I do see one pop up, I've never bought from him, but dude's got a phenomenal reputation. So I would not hesitate if I saw one pop up from him. Or I think this might also be available on eBay. That's the other thing. I think there's some Twosun dealers out there, but I think it seems like the majority of their knives are sold through eBay. No biggie. This is a knife that I'm not gonna just go right out and buy, but if I see one pop up again, I will likely get it. I do like this knife, and it's something that I would carry. It's something I would use. Again, I wish the front flipper was a little bit better. I could probably get used to it, but the action on the finger flick works just fine for me, and I like this knife. It's getting me out of my recently so up until about I don't know, a few months ago, I stayed clear of carbon fiber. Wasn't a big fan. Never have been. Always avoided it. I had gotten a Spyderco smock with some that comes with carbon fiber. Wasn't a big fan of it, so sold it. It wasn't until, I don't want to turn this into too much of a rant, but it wasn't until I got this, the Liangma Field Duty EDC, that this was in carbon fiber. I really liked it, and I was like, okay, carbon fiber might not be too bad. This is done very, very well. But my tastes are expanding as my knife collection evolves. Phenomenal knife, needs its own video. But then I also got yesterday the Mallory Designs Forest, which, oh boy, this thing is great. This is marbled carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. But I'm digging carbon fiber again. So, like I said, if this knife pops up, I didn't really talk ergos on this or the last one, I guess. I keep forgetting ergos. Let me back up real quick. The ergos on this are good. That little hump right there gets you a good purchase on the knife. This isn't really a choke-up knife. There's no choil, but it feels really good just like this. It doesn't feel like the blade's too far from your fingers. And it's tight, but I got a full 4 on it. This also, you can choke up a little bit, but I got more knife to work with. And back here, it feels really great. So, yeah, I think I would pass on the TS267. I would give the TS 129. God damn it. Is it the 129? Yes, the TS 129. I'd give it a go. So that's all I got for you guys, folks. That's all in another 20-minute freaking video. TS 129, TS 267. Again, shout out to Jerad Neeve of Neeve's Knives. Really appreciate you sending these my way to check out. I'll get these back to you. Not that you'll watch this, but I'll send Jerad a message and let him know that they're coming back. That's all I got. Thanks everybody. Oh, go check out the giveaway. Tonight is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. 11/17. Tomorrow is Thursday the 18th, and tomorrow is the day we're doing the giveaway. There's going to be a LeftyLive that I'm going to hop on. I think Brandon Thrasher is going to be on too. And we'll pick the giveaway winner there. So I've talked about it. If you've watched my videos, I've talked about it enough. I think you probably already have gone and left a comment on there. If not, you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you news. Shout out to Snuzz Nuzz. Go check out Snuzz Nuzz. He's got a fantastic channel. Love the gummy frog. Man, his length, he'll say a knife is X amount of gummy frogs long. And it's hilarious. I love it. Shout out to Snuzz. Anywho, go leave a comment on the giveaway if you haven't. You'll win a chance to win the ProTech Sprint Auto. What the hell? It's already 20 minutes. What's another 30 seconds? ProTech Sprint Auto for the giveaway 3D Wave. Yesterday in one of my videos, I called it the ProTech Malibu Sprint. I don't know why. If you caught that, so did I. But this can be yours. This little guy can be yours. If you leave a comment in the giveaway video, that'll be linked in the description of this. And I don't know if you have to be present to win. If you don't watch LeftyLive, you'll have to get a hold of me. I'll end up updating the video with how to contact me, I guess. Hit me up on Instagram. Go check me out on Instagram at stevie.wonder.woman. Also, a link in the description. Thank you all so much for tuning in again. Appreciate every single one of you. Push my old lady glasses back up my nose because they keep falling down. I don't like these glasses. I look like a dork. Oh well. I don't think the glasses have anything to do with my dorkiness looks. Thanks, everybody. Until the next time. Following the cursor on my screen around, because I'm trying to end the video. Deuces, y'all.